What is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, we have a quick look at Brodie Smith's upcoming disc golf schedule. I want to just do a quick run through of who he'll be playing against and the types of courses that he'll be playing. I want to go over the results of the Memorial in the men's and women's divisions, and just go over just a few things in today's episode. So we have some Brodie Smith news. I wasn't sure when he would actually start playing tournaments regularly. I thought he was going to play for like a year and get good enough to be competitive before he even jumped into tournaments, but I was thinking he should start playing sooner so he can get the tournament grade experience and then, not get good and then jump into tournaments and still be bad. He'll jump into tournaments and be good. So this Huntington Beach 6-week series, he just did this one just to get a rating so he could sign up for these events. So I believe his rating is going to be 935. I believe that was what he shot. So he'll be in the Ron Russell Roofing Jacksonville Open. Brodie Smith, he doesn't have a rating yet, but again, he'll be 935. He'll be one of the lowest rated players in the field. There's only a couple players in the field that are lower than him. They'll be playing at Ed Austin Park, which looks to be mostly like a heavily wooded course. If we just sort of poke through the pictures here, most of the lines have either trees like immediately off the tee or just like heavily wooded all the way up to the basket. That's pretty typical in Florida disc golf, is that most of the shots have very wooded fairways and also very low ceilings. I think that just has to do with the type of trees that they have in Florida. They just tend to grow and they don't have a lot of branches on the bottom, but they have a lot of branches on the top. So you have to throw a lot of those low ceiling driver shots, which I think is part of the reason Calvin Heimberg plays the way he plays, is because he's a Florida disc golfer. And the courses require you to have those types of shots. So tight lines, low ceilings. I'm excited to see if Brodie's able to handle it. Now, the other park they'll be playing is the New World Disc Golf Park. There's not as many pictures of this park, but based on this, I can gather that it's a pretty similar type of course. A lot of gaps to hit, lots of trees. Again, these Florida courses are no joke. They mostly are always low ceiling, and they always have tight wooded fairways. Now, the other event that he'll be playing at, the other event he signed up for is the 2020 Open at Tallahassee. So when we look and see who's already signed up for this, we got Johnny McRae, Matt Oram, Matt Dollar, Charlie Goodpasture. Heaps of just really good pros. I think Calvin Heimberg is signed up for this one. Yep, there's Brodie signed up. Yeah, we got Calvin Heimberg and Oyvind. Oyvind has been playing really well as well. So pretty stacked field. I'm excited to see how Brodie does in these comps. I'm assuming he's going to get his butt kicked. He'll probably be in like the lowest 25% of the field. So I think he'll be in like the bottom quarter, all said and done. But that's what it's going to take. He's going to have to play tournaments to get better, and that's just the way it is. That's just the process that you have to follow. So yeah, I'm excited to see Brodie Smith play these tournaments. Let me know what you guys think. How do you think Brodie is going to do? I think he's going to do well. I think he's going to shoot better than 935 rated. Do I think he's going to win? Definitely not, but that's fine. You don't have to win. You just have to show up and do your best and improve your rating and get better, and you'll get to that stage of winning eventually. Now, before I move forward, I am about to spoil the Memorial, so if you wanted to watch the coverage, don't watch any further in this video because I am about to spoil it. So I watched the live coverage, so I already know what happened and everything. I watched this ending live. It was like during my lunch break, and I was able to just kind of hop on and watch this. So check out this ending sequence. I thought this was a bit crazy for the end of like a major tournament.
Yeah, this is a highly technical shot here, folks. And it's such a tight angle. I mean, you can't even barely see the gap of the Mando as much as he's tucked.
Okay, here's our scenario. Heimberg's going to pitch. Okay, so Heimberg's pitched. He's going to accept the bogey. Eagle is not going to be putting. You can see the drop zone right there in the middle of the gate. If this putt goes in, Heimberg has to follow with a big putt, or else we're seeing a playoff.
With third place so far behind, this is to keep his hopes alive. Well, that's about all you need to know there, folks. Eagle McMahon, with a valiant attempt to try to save his own life, Calvin Heimberg is going to get up and down for bogey. Oklahoma Disc Golf Pro Tour victory. Meanwhile, Drew Gibson, he's giving it a run.
All right, guys, so Calvin Heimberg did follow up. He just laid up and dropped in his bogey. He beats Eagle, the defending champion, and he is now the reigning champion of the Memorial in Arizona. So that was very cool. Congratulations to Calvin. He shot almost 1,100 2 rounds in a row. It was pretty ridiculous. And then he had a not as good round 3, but still elite. And then in the finals, he took a bogey on the last hole when, maybe he could have worked something out and shot even better in that last round. I'm thinking Paul McBeth's ankle was bothering him or something, because he was shooting super hot and then he was looking quite off. He was pulling a lot of drives. He wasn't looking like himself. So I'm thinking maybe that ankle was bothering him this day or something. But it seemed pretty uncharacteristic of Paul McBeth. Yeah, so the last thing I want to talk about, Paige Pierce shot a 1057 rated round, and I'm not entirely sure, but that might be one of the highest rated female rounds to ever be put out. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was an amazing round, and she dominated the field, and second place is 18 under, and she's 32 under. And that's not to say that the other women aren't as good as Paige, but it was just Paige's day. She is the best female player in the world, and she was having one of the best tournaments she's ever had. I don't know. She averaged well over 1,000 rated rounds, which is so hard to do. I've never even shot 1,000 rated round in my whole life. And she just went out and shot 4 consecutive 1,000 rated rounds. So congratulations to her. I'm excited to see which other lady's going to step up and really put the pressure on Paige and give her that push she needs, because we want to see Paige continue to get better as well. She needs someone to get behind her and push her. I'm hoping it's either Katrina Allen or Jennifer Allen can step up and really put the pressure on Paige this year. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. So if you guys have any comments or concerns, leave that in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. This is Iceberg TV News, and take care.